Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Dr. Freedom. Welcome to Fantasy Bullshit. Okay, apparently a number of people over on the Type 40 podcast are claiming that they've said that Disney has officially pulled out and canceled Doctor Who. Now, for you folks who are just coming in, let me explain this to you. Disney does not own the show. Disney does not have any say so in whether the show goes on or not. Disney just distributes and gives money. Also, the fact that I have not seen one article from any reputable source stating that this is true. They're in charge of distribution. Thank you, Trekipedia. So, whoever came up with this nonsense, also, we've known for months that Disney said they are going to make their decision after the second series airs. The second series has not aired yet. Oh, that's right. And Disney is canceling Christmas. What? Disney can't cancel anything. Let me show you what's going to like let's go with the worst case scenario here. Let's say, you know, I'm calling total bullshit on this. Hang on, let me get the magic phone out here. Ooh, it's getting dusty. Ooh, the phone. Oh, wait, we don't do that on here. I'll get canceled. Right. All right. Exactly. It's a load of nonsense. Hang on a second. Let's have a just imaginary alternate like type world. Let's say if Disney did cancel distribution. Watch what's going to happen. Hello, Netflix. Hello, HBO. Hello, Amazon. Hello. Can you see? A bunch of people are claiming this was over on the Type 40 podcast. I have just spent the last half hour or 45 minutes scanning around my usual, exactly. There's been no change. So I don't know what butt or black hole they're pulling this out of. So I'm sorry if I misled you with the thumbnail and the title, but no, nothing has happened. Exactly. We just talked about that, Fraser. Yeah, that they already said they're not making the decision until after Series 2 airs. Also, oh, thank you, Lady G. Yeah, apparently a bunch of people are saying this was announced in the comment box on the Type 40 podcast. But, well, they can't cancel it, Nightmares. Disney can't cancel the show. All Disney can do is pull their funds and say, we're not distributing anymore, and that's it. Exactly. I've been spent the last half hour checking every source that I have, and I cannot find a single legitimate article stating that this has happened. And as I just said, let's say Disney does pull up. Hello, Netflix. Hello, HBO. Hello, Amazon Prime. Because remember when BBC canceled Ripper Street, Prime, co-produced the rest of that series, and it went on for like several more seasons. I think it was like 2 or 3 more seasons after the BBC canned it because it had a huge budget. It was a period piece. I can see this now. Sorry, we're going to make a few changes to Doctor Who. Well, we're going to go Game of Thrones style. Does that mean we'll finally get the Alex Kingston nude scene that we got cut out? No, oh well. That still freaks me out. They cut that because they only showed her from the shoulders up, but since they implied she was nude, they cut that scene completely out of the one episode. Yeah, BBL, the British folks who are the ones who give you full frontal thought it was inappropriate, to show her from the shoulders up. But oh well. But yeah, it's a load of nonsense. It's hooey. It's bunk. No one has announced this, yet they're walking around going, "It's all over. Gatwa be gone." And it's like, weren't you the same imbeciles who were saying Whitaker be gone, Chibnall be gone, and everyone else be gone? It's like, I want to know, Do they honestly think that they're going to get somebody like, say, Peter Jackson or someone on that caliber to take over the show? No, because they know what they're walking into. They're basically change of showrunner. Let's see. Let's put this in the way of Babylon 5. On my planet, inauguration is just a signal to assassins that a new target has been set up on the firing range. And that's what happens when a new showrunner comes in on Doctor Who. And then they wonder why no one wants to direct it or touch it or run it. Yeah. They have not canceled anything. They have not and they couldn't cancel the show if they wanted to. They don't own it. That's why I die laughing when they have these news articles out going, the show is canned. It is over. This abomination that it fires up my ED has made enough noise. I'm like, sheesh. I know I'm going to probably do it too now, because where are they getting this nonsense? Where do they grow these guys? What rock do they crawl out from under? And then they try to say, well, we're all reputable because we've had people from the show on this. I'm like, so I've had people from the show on my show. Doesn't make me any better than anybody else. Oh, okay. Oreo update real quick. Oreo is home. Okay. We got the call. Luckily what happened was this. I told my supervisor what happened as to why I had to miss 2 days in a row. And suddenly she walks up to me just before 6:30 this morning, goes, you want to go home, take a paid day? Bye. And so I went, we got Oreo, we took him to the other vet. The other vet pulled out his catheter and he peed a couple times. Next thing you know, around, 11 o'clock, she gets a phone call. Would you like to come pick up Oreo now? He's like, vroom. I'm not kidding. Lady G just did it was like kind of a cross between, oh man, I'm trying to find a way to describe it. Ghost Rider and Speedy Gonzalez.
Speedy Gonzalez looks slow.
So, well, by the way, here he is. He is home.
See? Me got boss, man.
And he's doing well. Fortunately, we caught. All right, for you folks who didn't know, Oreo couldn't pee. Oreo had a urinary tract infection. They're not sure if there was a buildup of crystals in his bladder that caused the infection or the infection caused the buildup of crystals. But either way, he's cleaned out. He's home. He's peeing on his own. And he is doing well.
He made sure to let us know he could pee when he came home because he walked over and peed beside the curio cabinet.
Yeah, he walks over in the living room, goes, oh, well.
And looked at me while he did it.
So they kind of warned us what's going to happen because he's going to have, they said, look, over the first couple hours, because we just pulled the catheter out, this is going to happen. And I don't know about you, but if you ever had a catheter, let's just say if you've ever had a rod rammed through your missile, then you're going to have a little trouble holding it for a little while after. And until everything goes back normal. So no, Disney has not made a decision. Let's get back to that for you people who are just coming in. There has been no cancellation of distribution. Disney cannot cancel the show. Okay? That's one of the other things I checked. I checked my message box because I know Fraser would know if anybody knew. He might have heard something because he's in the industry and he's in that he lives over there and all that. And so Oreo is better. He's home. He's not happy because if you get a chance to see the picture of his tail, they had to shave part of his tail to hold the catheter thing up. And so here's his tail. It's all hair. Then it's bald. Then it's all hair. So, oh yeah, I saw that announcement. Yeah, that the actress who played Anita in Joy to the World. I forgot to mention that as well. Yeah, she's going to be going to London Comic-Con. I really enjoyed that character. Like I said, it's just something about the rhythm and the flow of the episode. I couldn't give it a 10, but I couldn't call it a disaster either. So yeah, a day and a half or of us worrying to death, chattering our, cutting our, chewing on our fingernails. Oreo's fine. He's home. He's getting back to his old self. And no, the show has not been canceled. Oh yeah, I gotta check out that new show with Eve Miles. Yeah, especially I liked Kath. I think Catherine Kelly's character, Miss Quill, was the only real thing I liked about Class. So okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, I was talking about that this morning. Yeah, these leaked images that, of course, Disney has announced no leak in the press, yet we've got leaked images on Gallifrey Base. I'm like, no, yeah, that's all bunk. You can do that easily with an AI program. I can make those with paint. Okay, yeah, it's not difficult. I'm a master of paint, MS Paint. God only knows what kind of creative abortion I would make if I actually tried to paint with colors, an actual Lady G would kill me because I'd have paint spilled all over the floor. Uh, I'm not kidding. It's that easy. I can make a fake thing with paint that would look just as convincing. But no, there has been no cancellation. They have not made no decision. What there is no Christmas special in 2025? Okay, I hadn't heard that bit yet. Okay. Yeah, considering this show has been, the revival has been on since 2005, 20 years now. We should all be happy anyway. And the thing is, though, I don't see why Disney would pull out, even if they decided, at the end of series 2. Because when you look at the demographics that are being pulled in particular ratings groups, that's the groups that Disney and the BBC want. They want to get some younger people back in there as long as some old people returning. And was dressed as Fix-It Felix from Wreck-It Ralph. I don't know. I have never seen Wreck-It Ralph. So I wouldn't know, if I could tell you. Okay, so War Between the Land and the Sea is going to probably air around that time and take its place. Okay. Yeah, everything I've seen as far as, Disney being satisfied with the show has been positive. I've seen no negative vibe from Disney. So I don't know where these guys are getting this from, unless it's wishful thinking. You know, kind of like somebody we know wanting to know how Jenna Coleman smells. Finds out she smells like fresh spring apples. Okay. What does Dr. Freedom smell like? Well, let me see. You don't want to know, especially after I've had chili. Um, yeah, I think that we're gonna see a gap year, unfortunately, and this happens to a lot of streaming series out there. Like, how many folks are still waiting on the series, finale series of Stranger Things? I think that hasn't come out yet, has it? So yeah, look at how long that took, and just oh goodness gracious. Well, RTD underestimated the fact that Ahsoka, Andor, there's been a bunch of them. It's like, and one of the things in TV is you've got to stay in sight, because once you're out of sight, you're out of mind. People will go to something else and they go, wait, that's still on. Um, we did finally go back for you folks who wanted to know, and we watched the Beyond Paradise Christmas special. I want to thank you all out there for reminding me of that. I had completely slipped my mind with everything that had been going on. And Seth said, yeah, he is, don't lose hope yet. The Orville was very, very popular. I think it was fantastic. It's yet another occasion where Paramount dropped the ball. It's on them. because he pitched the Orville to Paramount, and they flat out turned him down. Just like sorry, I have to go way because it's way back when a little guy known as JMS, I believe it's, am I going to screw this up? Joe Michael Straczynski proposed a show called Babylon 5 to Paramount. Babylon 5 kept his Bible outline for the series for a whole year before they finally gave it back. And when they found out he was producing Babylon 5 somewhere else, Deep Space Nine was born. So, yeah, all those similarities have an explanation. Pat Tolman, yeah, finally. Joe Michael Straczynski. Don't ask me to spell it. I won't be able to. Koenig. What does Walter Koenig have to do with this? I'd believe it if they did, because when you watch Babylon 5, look at the character names. Look, come on. In the first season, here's one example. In the first season, you had the original captain played by Michael O'Hare, and it's going to hit me in a minute, Sinclair. And he has a girlfriend who's a freighter captain. Hello, Cisco and Cassidy Yates. So, yeah. So, thank you for the quote there. Yeah, they did. They ripped off Babylon 5. Yeah, like I said, it wasn't announced till years later by Pat Tolman that, yeah, they had the Bible for Babylon 5 for like a year before they finally gave it back to Joe. I think it's Joe. I keep wanting to say John, and I know John's wrong. Sorry, my brain is like gone. It's ugh. Oh, cool. You're going to be here in the U.S. out in California. That's awesome. Also, I was watching Silly Wee Films. Oh, God. Silly Willy Film. I almost said that's wrong. Silly Wee Films has said, he's in the, he's an independent producer. Am I getting this right? Yeah, and all that. And writer. He's got his own stuff that's come out, like, Cops and Monsters. And now he's got Faithful coming out. Feel free to plug yourself as much as you want, Fraser, because I'm probably going to get it all wrong. My brain's been on runaway mode this whole last, almost 2 days because of what was going on with Fez. You missed nothing. It's all BS. No one has made any announcement. There someone came to me in my own comment box and said, "Have you heard this?" And the first thing I did was I dropped everything and I started scanning every major news source. I even typed in Disney dumps Doctor Who and this and blah, blah, and I couldn't find a single valid source. And it's like, we already know they're not going to make the decision till the end of series 2. So I don't know why people are saying this. Oh, okay. A wonderful time in California. I'll probably figure that out about a half hour from now. Because that's how my brain works these days. It'll hit me in about, 25 minutes or so. Ugh, the old hard drive is just skipping anymore, huh?
Frazier, you better hope California's still there in February, because they've got more fires going on that people have just started.
Yeah, you got to watch out. Yeah,
California's been on fire for like 3 weeks now.
Yeah, there's a lot, bad things happening in California between the fires.
I've got a cousin that lives out there. I wish he'd move away from that place.
And don't go walking around in San Francisco without the poop app to tell you where all the poop is. Oh. Well, it could be there's parts of Voyager that are no longer available. I don't know how they determine that. But yeah, sadly, we've lost a lot of people these last couple of weeks. Like I said, here we lost Big Chuck Shadowski, and I know you guys don't know who that is, but he was basically one of our local, horror movie hosts. He and would do shows. Yeah, we lost Bob Euchre. Just to give you an idea of devotion, Big Chuck Shadowski worked at Channel 8 for 47 years before he retired. So I'll never make it that long at my job. I'll tell you that right now. Well, I'm going to get on out of here. So once again, just to refresh, there's been no decision. It's all BS. Disney couldn't cancel the show if they want to because they don't own the show. They can pull their distribution, but they have said already, God knows how many times, they're not making that decision till after Series 2. So if you've heard otherwise and you're cheering, I got some bad news for you. I'm going to be drinking your tears because we've not heard a thing about the show being canceled or pulled or anything like that from distribution. So take care, everybody. Be kind, be calm, be safe. Enjoy your weekends. And if I don't see you before then, we'll see you all on Monday. Have a great one, everyone.